Yo, what's going on, people? In this video, I'm gonna answer a few questions that you guys sent in. Thanks to everyone for sending in questions and shit, and let's get into it. First question is, what's your view on Amber Rose slash Kardashian slash Kanye West slash Tyga, Kendall Jenner situation? Basically, I don't think it's that bad for a 25-year-old to be with a 17-year-old, but over here the legal age is 16, so it's a bit different when, like, in America she's under 18, so she's not legal. So if you have sex with her, that's statutory rape. So I guess there's different morals in that situation. Like, when I was like younger, I think my rule was like 2 years either way. Like, so if someone's 2 years older than me, that's cool. If someone's 2 years younger than me, that's cool. That's what I thought was acceptable. But once you're past 18 and shit, it doesn't really matter like how much older the person is, shit like that. So I guess when she turns 18, it'll be fine. No one will be blinking an eyelash, because there's loads of couples that are way older and have like a larger gap. So I don't really think it's that much problem, to be honest. Second question, have you ever cried at a movie? I don't think I'll full on like burst into tears while watching a film or anything, but like I have like let out a little man tear here and again, like watching emotional films. But I don't really remember like all the times that that's happened. The latest time that happened was when I was watching a film called Big Hero 6, some Disney movie, and at the end it was real emotional, I think. And a little bit at the beginning as well, like there was an emotional scene and I just let out a quick man tear, but I don't know if that counts as crying. Third question is, if you were a waiter and a customer was being rude, would you spit in their food? Honestly, like, think about the situation. If I'm a waiter, that means that I'm broke, basically, because no one dreams of being a waiter their whole life. Like, no one thinks I want to be a waiter when I'm older. Obviously, I'm in a bad situation. This is the only job I can get, and like, they've been nice enough to give me this job. So if I fuck it up, then I'm back to being broke again. And I don't think I'm in a position to be like spitting in people's food. Like, I personally wouldn't do it because I don't think the satisfaction is enough. To spit in someone's food and them not know about it, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't make me feel like, oh, that's great, I spat in that guy's food. Because if they don't know about it, like, it's not really affecting them. Like, I'm not bad-minded enough to be like, yeah, I spat in that person's food, I feel great about myself. Like, that wouldn't happen. So I don't think I'd risk the job, because obviously, like, I'm not in a great situation if I'm a waiter. So I'd want to keep that job, and I want to like stay on the straight and narrow, so to speak. So nah, I wouldn't spit in someone's food. Like, put a laxative in their food, that's a different question. I might think about that, but nah, I wouldn't spit in someone's food if they was rude to me. Question number 4 is, what's your opinion on Criminal's tweets this week? Do you think it was a PR stunt, or is he really in trouble? Personally, I think if you're contemplating suicide, you wouldn't jump to Twitter unless you're searching for attention, which could be what it was. I personally think it was a PR stunt, because like, Criminal was active in grime like 08 to 010 times. That's when people cared about him. Like, since past then, no one really like checks for Criminal and shit like that. So for him to do these tweets and stuff, he was all trending on Twitter. Loads of people was talking about it, and it brought his name back into the conversation. So if it was a PR stunt, it was a great one. Now I would say, like, wait a couple weeks or something, then drop a project. Don't, because if he drops a project like in 2 days, then everyone will be like, oh, that was a PR stunt, and then that's not good for his career at all. So personally, I don't think he was actually contemplating suicide, but that's not my business. I don't know, because he's not my brethren, innit? I don't believe the tweets were coming from him, because it was all talking about like selling his soul to the devil and all that sort of shit, and I don't believe that any of that shit is possible. So I personally think it was all bullshit in the end. Thanks for watching. If you want to send a question, you can check out the Ask a Fem link below. Just send a question through there and I'll answer it on my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.